RayGQue, what's popping with y'all? Everybody out there, good people, good people. Good evening, baby. It is March 30th, the last Sunday, the year 2025. March, man. We're flying through the year, flying through the pre-draft process. Hoodied up tonight, like hoodie mellow. We're gonna go through a mock, talk through some of the stuff that we're hearing out here on the streets, some of the draft buzz, some of the rumors, some of the news, the moves, how they impact things that we do. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Appreciate y'all being in the damn building. Sunday nights, we ain't got no football, so we finna chop it up. What's popping with you, Drew? How you doing, baby? We're gonna chop it up. Yo. What's good with y'all, man? Show love, everybody. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna use a new mock draft simulator too. I saw. I want to give the person who created this the appropriate credit, but mockdraftcentral.io, totally free mock draft simulator. Y'all could do trades every round, all types of dope stuff. So you got to shout out good people doing good work. It's a nice little simulator. It's smooth. It works on the phone. It's nice, man. So we'll show love to them. And make sure you tapped in everything that we're doing on the other channel as well. Fantasy football season is right around the corner. We got our guys, Mitch, Dan, John, Scott, Shane, Brandon, Ty, Gabe. They're doing shit literally every single day. So go subscribe to DDFFB and make sure you tapped in over here, man. Me and Jay Rich, we got a little announcement that we're going to make. We do a morning show every Monday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wake up. We just talk through anything in the sports world that's happening, man. We have a good time on that show. In season, we go like 3-4 days a week. Off season, we chop it down to one. But I'm making a pivot. Starting this week, we're going to go wake up 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Me and Jay Rich wake up. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, pull up. We're going to talk through all the news, buzz, rumors, look at people's mock drafts, have a damn good time, and chop it up bright and early in the morning with one of the best damn communities in football. So make sure you pull up 3 days a week starting this week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're back 3 days a week. It's time to turn up. Draft is less than a month away. Show that love, show that support. But let's pull it up, baby. Let's pull it up. We got to get the mock draft simulator on the board. And it's smooth. It's clean. We got the dark mode popping. Get at me in the comments. We're going to talk through this one tonight and see what we can do. I'm going to the chat right now. What's going down with you, HK Survivor? Patrick, what's up? GGP, what's happening with you, baby? Yeah, let's get it. Let's fix this. Let's fix this, man. We got to, for some reason, I don't know why the hell the damn chat windows look crazy like that every single time. Walter, what's happening with you, baby? Garrison, all right, we're already talking no chance Campbell falls to the Bucks, so don't even do it. All right. I hear y'all talking. I hear you talking. Let's get to it. Chris, what's up, baby? Chris Allen, man, does great work. What's happening with you, Griffin? What's going on, Kevin? Let's get it, man. This man got the Sandlot. Let's go, baby. Let's go. My boys, a lot of baseball in the old GQ household. I saw the report. I read the news article or the blurb that the GM of the Titans has said that everybody is still on the table. Now, this is the GM talking. He said the blue chip prospects, I should pull the damn article up. It's on NFL.com. Shedeur, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter. There might have been another name or two. Ashton Genty. It may have been another name or two, but those were the for sure blue chip and what the GM called as elite prospects in this class. I'm just asking the damn question. Could there be a chance that Tennessee takes Abdul Carter or even Shedeur over Cam? I'm just throwing it out there. Let's get this. I want to, we always think we know. It feels like it's Ward. He had his pro day. Looked fine at his pro day. Good pro day. I didn't hear anybody say it was the most spectacular throwing session they've ever seen. I didn't see one person say that. I also didn't see anybody say it was bad. So, fine pro day. He went out there. He checked boxes. He did what he had to do. Is there any chance that Tennessee goes anywhere other than Cam Ward? I don't think they're going to trade the pick, Stanley. Like, if I'm any other team, I'm not. I don't even want to pay what it costs to move up to 1, knowing that there's a chance that I can maneuver around at 3, at 4, maybe even at 2. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I don't think so, Stanley. Michael said was about to head to bed. Make sure I could watch this. Hold on, I don't know if he said naked or make sure. I don't know what he's talking about, man. But I'm not. I got to finish his comment. Let's get this up here, man. Hold on. What the hell did Michael say? Was about to go to bed and make sure I could watch Wake Up in the Morning. I could stay up and skip the morning episode. Which one should I watch? Watch both. Stay your ass up now. Watch this mock and then watch Wake Up. 2 different shows. Watch both of them. All right. Walter says, no way the Titans pass on QB. It's possible, yes, but the head coach called out Levis publicly multiple times. What's up, D-Bro? A month ago, it felt like, that's what I'm saying, Ricky. Like less than a month ago, it was definitely going to be Abdul Carter, right? It was definitely going to be Abdul Carter. What's Cleveland going to do? Throw him again? All right, let's just do this. All right, he's okay. HK Survivor said maybe Carter, definitely not Sanders. Let's lock in Ward. Let's lock in Cam Ward right here. Boom, Cam Ward goes 1 to Tennessee. Cleveland's on the clock at 2. I saw a mock. I think it was Eric Eldholm, and if I'm butchering his last name, apologies, baby. Apologies. He had the Browns taking both Abdul Carter and then trading back up into the first to get Shedeur. I don't think that's crazy. They got the 33rd pick. Cleveland, they've been awful, right? Because they've had no damn quarterback. But just a couple of years ago, this was a decent-ass team, man. This was a good football team. Let me not just say this was a good football team. They need a QB. I just don't know how, as we sit today, y'all, get the head out of the sand. Who's available in the NFL? Who, if they don't take a quarterback, okay, who's available right now to step in and be the quarterback for the Browns to make it work somehow in a division that has damn Lamar and Derrick Henry and Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and whatever the Steelers are going to do, which is going to be a competent football program. What quarterback in the NFL? And don't give me Kirk Cousins, man. If 3 years ago, sure. What we saw last year, like how? Don't give me Kirk Cousins. Don't give me Kirk Cousins. I'm having a hard time buying the fact that Cleveland in this spot is going to pass up on a damn quarterback. I mean, the Giants would be licking their chops here. So I'm going to let this marinate for a quick second. Ain't no way. Yeah. I mean, Kenny Pickett, I feel you, man. Kenny Pickett, Kyle Trask. I mean, Rodgers, Flacco is as good as it gets. No one worth it. New York Giants move with QB makes me think Giants know Sanders won't be there. Now, that's an interesting theory. Let me give my man D-Bro some love right here, because what did I clickbait this damn mock as? Is the Giants get Travis Hunter and Shedeur? Well, tonight it might change, because D-Bro says New York Giants moves with QB makes me think New York knows Shedeur will not be there. They got Russ. They got Jameis. I don't think either of those two would stop New York from taking a quarterback, but I kind of agree with D-Bro that the QB probably won't be there. I'm ripping it, man. We're going Shedeur at 2. We're going Shedeur Sanders here at 2. I just, something in my, and I've been saying it the whole time, I'm in my spirit. Just, I don't know how they go. The same way Tennessee can't pass on a quarterback, I don't know if Cleveland can. Now, the cool thing about this mock simulator too, y'all, is if I'm like, just really, the chat's killing me, I don't want to do it. It is the cool thing. You can undo picks. You cannot do this on PFF. I don't know why PFF doesn't let you do it. You should be able to undo picks, but just putting that out there. Shout out to the creator. You can undo picks. If they pass on Sanders, that is, Shedeur isn't getting past Pittsburgh. How would the Giants get both? Giants have to trade a bunch of shit to get both. Sanders at 2 to the Browns. We just did it. Okay. Buccaneer Bryce said, why would Garrett come back if they didn't have a plan in place for QB? I think they told him they're taking Shedeur. That's sort of been the common theme. That's sort of been what everybody is saying. It's just interesting to talk through that, right? Interesting to talk through that. All right. Giants on the clock at 3. Is this not a spot where if you're the Giants, aren't you just like, can I trade? Like, can I trade back? I love Sanders too, Stanley. He's my QB1. Can the Giants trade back? ABC favorites said the Giants are picking damn Genty. We're already there with the Giants taking Genty. They screwed up with Saquon, and they're going to make it right with Ashton Genty, who is, in my opinion, not as good as Saquon was coming out of college. Sanders is bust potential, in my opinion. Man, all these dudes got bust potential. Shit, every last one of them. Every last one of them. I don't think anybody is, locked and loaded, foolproof. Giants trade Malik Neighbors. Stop. All right. I'm not even going there. Answer, can the Giants trade? Is there anywhere we could trade back with New York? They need a QB. Who wants to come up and get Travis Hunter? In my last mock, I had the Raiders jumping up. I had the Raiders moving up to get Travis Hunter. I think the Patriots would love to get Travis Hunter here. Could the Jets move up for Hunter? What do I have to give up? You know what I'm saying? The Panthers? I know the Panthers need pass rush. I actually think Dart is underrated. All right, we're just going to do this then. Travis Hunter, no one trades. Giants take Hunter, and right here, the Patriots weren't trading up. You want to take Hunter? We don't give a shit. We'll just take Abdul Carter. I think Mike Vrabel, at this point, the hell with your protection, Drake May. Abdul Carter's on the board. We get our version of Micah Parsons, right? I think this is just a slam Abdul Carter to New England. If the board felt like this is easy Abdul Carter right there. Bam. Shedeur, Hunter, Carter, Jacksonville's on the clock. I don't know what we did last time. Matter of fact, because I told y'all, if y'all pulled up last week, I told y'all we was going to finish round 2. I didn't pull up. I was too tired. I was very, very tired. Couldn't do it. But I still got the damn board pulled up. Who did I have Jacksonville taking? Mason Graham. I'm not letting y'all do it again. I'm going with the player that I think Liam Cohen would use, deploy, utilize, make great, work beautifully with his young quarterback. I'm taking goddamn Tyler Warren. No Evan Ingram. I like Brenton Strange too, but I prefer Tyler Warren. I'm taking Tyler Warren here, going to Jacksonville. Raiders are on the clock. So we get Miami. We double up on Colorado players, and we double up on Penn State players right at the top of the draft with Shedeur, Hunter, Carter, Tyler Warren. Raiders are on the clock at 6. I mean, this thing says they need running back, wide receiver, corner, safety, O-tackle, and interior O-line. So basically everything on offense besides a quarterback and corner. So priority is offense here. Not Mason Graham, not, Jalen Walker. Probably not the priority here. Is it Ashton Genty, Raiders Nation? Like, for real? Is it really Ashton Genty right here? Are y'all ready for Genty? Are the Raiders ready for Genty? Graham overrated. Warren, Niners need more picks, not less. Niners got mad picks. I think rounds like 3, 4, 5, they got a shit ton of picks. Buckeye DK, what's up, man? What wild shit you gonna say tonight? Buckeye pulls up to everyone. Appreciate you pulling up, man. My guy. Gotta be Genty. You're doing 2 rounds, right? Yeah, we're going 2 rounds, man. That's why I'm trying to, we'll speed this shit up a little bit. We're going 2 rounds. Here's my thing. Vegas, you got a brand new, beautiful stadium that's home. You see the Raiders hat is up there. I'm a pseudo Raiders fan. I got a rep for the hometown. They need they need something to get some butts in seats, something exciting. Get Geno Smith a running back. I actually do think this makes sense. I think the Raiders got a chance to be all right, man. I really do. I think the Raiders have a chance to be all right. Them players play for Pete, man. You got a competent quarterback. Your pass catchers are fine. They're not great outside of Bowers. You got Trey Tucker. You got Jacoby. You'll be all right. We can figure something out for Las Vegas in round. I bet you we get a dog for the Raiders in round 2. Let's go Genty here for the Raiders. Jets are on the clock. I think right here the Jets, I know they took Olu Fashanu last year. Will Campbell is sliding a little bit. Mason Graham sliding a little bit. Sliding. Would anyone trade up to 6? I think so, Ricky. Stanley said I'll take Will Johnson. Ah, damn. D-Bro wanted me to take Tat. No way. We're not taking no Tat. Raiders need O-line. I gave you the running back. How about that? Hit the thumbs up. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button if you're watching on the tube, man. I need the name to trade from 11 to somewhere between 14 and 18. Pick up a second rounder. This is so okay. Jason Hammond threw a name out here that I think is wild. I think it's absolutely insane to even invoke this name this early, but yet I'm intrigued. Has there ever been a fucking draft where 2 tight ends went top 10? And is that just doing too damn much? Putting Colston Loveland here to the Jets, it is a need. We've mocked Tyler Warren to the Jets before. Tyler Warren has been mocked to the Jets. I haven't seen a lot of draft analysts put Colston Loveland inside the top 10, but he's an incredible tight end prospect. Man, Michigan was so booty. They were the juice, that passing attack, passing offense, passing attack, not the defense. That Michigan passing attack was the juice that's at the bottom of the trash bin. Not even it was the stuff that's at the bottom. Sometimes you don't even want to, you just put another bag on top. Say, I'll deal with that next go round. Loveland, maybe the Chargers. Will Johnson's stock has dropped like a mofo, and people are going to be sorry that they did that too. Mimbu to the Jets, D-Bro? Mimbu to the Jets? D-Bro saying O-line. I'm just going to do this. I know that everybody has a hard-on for Armand Mimbu, especially after the Combine, but for 2.5 years, it was no doubt that Will Campbell was the best offensive line prospect in this draft class. Come on, man. I'm going Will Campbell. If they're going to go O-line, now you got Justin Fields and Olu Fashanu. I believe Tyron Smith is still there. Is Tyron Smith still in New York? And then they bring Will Campbell in. I like it. It's a solid pick for a new head coach, new regime. You don't want to get too wild right here, right? You don't want to you draft Colston Loveland here and he ain't that good. That's probably not a good use of funds, all right? Carolina on the clock. I got a lot of people that I follow a lot of Panthers fans, the names that I commonly see to Carolina, Jalen Walker, a couple of Tyler Warrens, Ted McMillan, obviously. I've seen a Jahad Campbell. I would love for Carolina to trade back here. I wish there was something that realistically made sense for me to be like, oh shit, this player has to jump up to, you know what I'm saying, to be taken. I mean, you got Mason Graham falling right here. You got Jalen Walker. Yeah, I'm looking at the Panthers need a tight end. Man, talk to me, baby. Jahdae Barron, Michigan. Yeah, I wasn't trying to dump on Michigan. Michigan was a good that. Panthers could trade back. I think so, Stanley. I want to know who's coming up and for what. You know, and that's my problem. Like right here, I'm just like, who's on the board that somebody's like, I've got to trade up for? I'm not seeing it. I don't see the trade up player. I see the value. If I'm Carolina, if you're Carolina, I just don't think Carolina would go with the hometown kid and go with Jalen Walker. I 100% believe that they would take Jalen Walker here. Cowboys move up for Mason Graham. Okay, Figs. Okay. I'm going to go Jalen Walker here for Carolina. And the funny thing is, y'all, fact check me on this one. Somebody fact check me. I believe the first mock that I did a couple of months ago, I had Jalen Walker to Carolina. Or it may have been, I think it was Walker in the first or second mock I had him. And it feels like a pairing that he's not a traditional edge. He's an off-ball linebacker that you want to be able to rush the passer. But I've seen them work wonders in the past. I know different coaches and stuff, but, you know, Shaq Thompson was pretty damn good for Carolina. New Orleans is on the clock at 9. I think the falling slide of Mason Graham stops here. I see somebody said Mason Graham, Patriots podcast, shout out to Pat's podcast, said Mason Graham would be worth it to someone. I don't disagree. Here's my thing. My only thing with that is this D-line class is just so good, right? And I know Mason Graham is the higher rated prospect, but shit, you scroll down the board. I mean, we're down here to Elijah Roberts and J.J. Pegues territory, and I'm be like, Tim Smith, give me one of those guys. You know, man, it's such a fun D-line class. Anybody says his class is bad, they're crazy. All right, New Orleans on the clock at 9. Last mock, I had Jackson Dart being selected by New Orleans. Not today. Not today. With obvious need on the defensive side of the ball, defensively, this team just allowed explosives at an alarming clip last year. Cam Jordan is at the tail end of his career. I think Mason Graham, while he's not I think Cam Jordan's more of that 5 technique, that in that 3-4 attack, that outside defensive end. I think Graham is more of an interior player, but he could do some of that stuff. So I think that would be a nice pick for New Orleans to work around. Is Mason Graham right here, especially having Derek Carr and the Rattler there. Maybe they're just like, let's just see what the hell we got, Kellen Moore, in the head coaching chair. We're gonna go with Mason Graham here. The slide stops for Mason Graham. He goes to the Saints, and now Chicago's on the clock at 10. Bears and Genty. Genty's off the board, right? He's not there. So we're not going to take Omarion Hampton. They got 2 picks in the second. I think right here with Chicago, whether you think Darnell Wright is the right tackle, left tackle, Mimbu can play right or left, just continue to add to the offensive line. That you got the center from Atlanta. You brought in Tooney from the Chiefs. I think they got another offensive lineman. Just get Mimbu. You go Mimbu or you can go edge here for the Bears. We know they need a little bit of that too, right? Colston Loveland would be fun there just to do it. Chicago. We're going Mimbu. San Francisco's on the clock at 11, and everybody's on the board. They need defense. Brock Purdy said they got tired last year. You got Jahad Campbell, Jahdae Barron, Will Johnson, Shamar Stewart. For some reason, he's been falling, man. People are talking. They don't want Shamar Stewart, so just putting that out there. You got Ezraku down there a little bit. San Francisco and Eamon Worry. There's got to be a safety that goes high, right? Shit, nobody's put Eamon Worry or Starks in San Francisco. Where's the faithful to the Bay crew at? Let me see. I don't want to mess this one up. I didn't even look at this. Buccaneer Bryce. So this feels like a spot for Starks. Are you talking? I want you to answer Buccaneer Bryce. Are you talking about the Bears, or were you talking about, YouTube be delayed as shit? Were you talking about the Saints? I mean the Niners. Because I'm like, man, I feel like a safety right here. Just feels like a Malachi Starks, Eamon Worry spot. Put tools around Caleb so he could succeed. Put a line around him too, right? They have to go DT, James Pierce. This is where Jahad Campbell goes. Mike Green and Nick Bosa would be nasty. Johnson or DT to San Francisco. D-line for the Niners. Okay, we've zeroed in. We're D-line. I want Mike Green. The Niners they lost Greenlaw, right? Didn't they lose a couple of backers? But they like D. Winters. D. Winters is supposed to be the next man up in Frisco, right? I'm almost positive D. Winters is supposed to be like, hey, man, he's going to be pretty good next to damn Fred Warner. All right, Niners right here. We have 2 safeties, okay, D-line for the Niners, Walter Nolan. I'm between Mike Green and Will Johnson. They got what? Lenore, and they had, I believe they had another, Ronaldo Green. Wasn't he all right in Frisco? I'm just off the dome right now. I'm off the dome. Mike Green, that's what it is. Let's run it. Mike Green going to the Niners. Dallas is on the clock at 12. Everybody is on the board for my Cowboys. Everybody from Will Johnson, you got Golden available, Ted McMillan. Let me tell you right now, if I were running the Cowboys, I would take Omarion Hampton before I took Ted McMillan. I think that would fill a bigger team need than the number 2 besides CeeDee Lamb. Just my opinion. I like Golden in that role. I think he fits a need. I wouldn't pick him here. Will Johnson. Like this is who I know there's some concern, but man, I just feel like we'll look up you know. Come November, like we really let Will Johnson slide. This was a cat that was mocked consistently inside the top 10, and now I'm seeing shit where he's down like late 20s because he hadn't tested. I just there's a lot of players on the board. There's some good players on the board. Who needs a corner? Who can I have trade up right now with Dallas? How can we move? You know what? I'm not going to do that because then people are going to call me biased. I didn't force a deal for anybody else, so we won't do it. Dre P, I hear you. Yes, trade down scenario would be dope. All right? I hear you, but we're not going to do it. I don't know if he's taking Ted. I don't know, man. Johnson has some tie law to him, hell of a player. Trade, that's surprising. I know you love Caleb. Dallas, the safety, we'll just throw Wilson out there. I would love Grant, but they just cannot go another Michigan defensive lineman. I mean, Dallas, just from Taco Charlton to Mozzie Smith, they just need to leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave them alone. As a Cowboys fan, I don't see how you pass up on Johnson. I also, it may not be the popular pick, but Diggs is still not right. I don't believe he's still right from what I heard. And then Bland, they lost what's his name from Michigan to Jacksonville. They lost the best nickel corner in the NFL. I'm going Will Johnson here, man. I'm going Will Johnson. Dallas, Will Johnson at 12. Dolphins are on the clock. They probably would have taken him, but they've got to protect Tua. So they're going to take Kelvin Banks. I'm going to look at the other guards. Well, not going to, excuse me, the other tackles. Banks, Simmons, Connerly, Esserly. That's what we have. Okay? I think you got to protect Tua. I saw a meme that Tua had on like a damn Targaryen dragon armor for a helmet. And they were like, that's what he needs to wear. Kelvin Banks, Miami. Indy on the clock at 14. Now, I've seen a lot of Colts fans say that they need edge. They need somebody to get after the quarterback. Okay? They need somebody to get after the quarterback. Man, one of those safeties would be awesome. I know they got Cam Bynum. I believe they did get a safety in free agency, so maybe not an immediate priority. Loveland feels like a nice pick as a team that. Where are the Colts fans at? Let's just look at what I gave Indy in the last mock. I just want to see what I gave Indy. I gave him Donovan Ezeraku in the last mock. Look at that. I gave Tyler Warren to Dallas, Will Johnson 13 to the Dolphins in the last mock, and then I went Ezeraku here at 14. Maybe a little bit of a reach. Maybe I was ambitious. You know, I don't think the chat liked that too much. I think Ezeraku's really good. Indianapolis is here. Michael. You got Jahad Campbell. I don't know what their linebacking core looks like. What's the linebackers in Indy look like? No one feels, yeah. Indy needs a corner. Johnson gets a lot of little injuries. I think Johnson was looking at that offense like, let me get out of here. I've heard T. Hill will be traded. I've heard that too, but just rumors. Everyone nitpicking Johnson. I see a damn good player. Barron or Loveland? I don't see Indy going safety. Yeah, wide receiver, nah. No wide receiver. MA football guy, big dad bod here, man. Just heard about your channel. What's going on, maybe? Welcome to the channel, man. Colts Nation in the building. Masex, give me something quick. Where's the sound? I ain't done it all draft. Who y'all need? Yeah, Pierce Pittman. We got to take Ted if he's still on the board. Come on, Masex. Come on, man. Ah, damn, man. Who's Indy's number one receiver? Pittman Downs. Simmons isn't good here, though. Pittman is Ted. Yeah, I don't want to go there. All right, Colston Loveland, you're Colt. There's no tight end in Indy. Give Anthony Richardson a big target. Just give him something else to hit or miss. Atlanta's on the clock at 15. They are in nice territory. I know pass rush is something Falcons fans want. They did lose Grady Jarrett, but I heard there was another young interior defensive lineman taking over the helm there, so he's okay. They'll be all right there. Safety, Falcons fans have told me safety is a position in need. I wouldn't hate Malachi here. Jahdae Barron here. Please help me. Please let me take Barron. Just just so I don't put him back in Arizona again with Budda Baker. Just so I don't. Richardson needs O-line that can give him gaps. Yeah. We can get him somebody in round 2. Edge all day. Okay, everybody's just saying edge. That's what it's been. Edge rusher, Shamar Stewart, Michael. Stewart or Michael. Patriots pod, what I was told was the center position was all right. Tet London combo would be LOL. Yeah, Dro, we're going to go Shamar here. Shamar goes to Atlanta. They take give Raheem Morris somebody good, man. Give him a ball of clay to mold. Arizona's on the clock at 16. They addressed pass rush a little bit in free agency, spent big money there. This feels like a Jahad Campbell spot, you know. Can they play him right? They had Isaiah Simmons a couple of years ago and didn't really know what to do with him. You could still go Michael. Jahdae Barron was the pick in the last mock. Or you can go offensive line. Josh Simmons here. This is where I feel like Houston would trade up because I don't know if Simmons makes it to Houston. Man, Cincy's in a good spot right here. This is a nice spot. Michael to Atlanta, Barron with Bates. Man, Barron and Bates would have been nasty. Dre P, you got me wanting to redo the pick. Starks, Dahlman. Ooh, man, y'all got me wanting to undo the pick for the first time. Pterodactyl Tet and Maserati Marv. You know what? Y'all know what, man? Can we talk for a minute real quick? Real quick. D-Bro, I think we're on to something here. Real quick, man. Y'all, why can't Arizona take another damn receiver here? I mean, would it be crazy? Would it be wild for the D-Bro says Arizona quietly needs some speed and a field stretcher for wide receiver. I haven't seen anybody do it yet. I think I've seen a Luther Burden to Arizona like once or twice. And we're Hoodie Mellow in the building. If you got your hoodies on, put your hood on, man. We gotta get through this, baby. We gotta get through this. D-Bro, you got me wanting to. I haven't seen it in a mock. Turbo Tet, Mazda Marv, and Turbo Tet. I don't think it's crazy either, y'all. I actually quite like it. Now, I mean, good Lord. At this point, Kyler, you got Trey McBride, Matthew Golden, and Marvin Harrison. I mean, I'm going to go Matthew Golden here for Arizona. I like the call. I like the stretch. I like the thought process. Get another field stretcher. I know they got Michael Wilson there. Let him run around as the third option. But put Marv in the slot and put those two on the outside. Do something. Matthew Golden to Arizona. Man, I kind of like that. Matthew Golden to Arizona. I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with it. You know what? It is crazy as fuck after taking the generational one, but they better do something. Since he's on the clock at 17. Oh, yeah, give him Tet, right? Tet T, and Chase. No, we're not doing that. Michael's on the board. I think Michael, Kenneth Grant would also be nice, the interior D lineman. O-line, they could do that. Edge, running back, no tight end. You got Ezeraku there, no wide receiver. Jahdae Barron. I don't know here's what I know. Here's what I do know. Here's what I know. This is what I know. I know that the cornerback class is good. It's a good cornerback class. Look at what we got. Jahdae, Maxwell, Siobhan, Ezariah, Trey, Amos, Darian Porter. I know this D-line class is, if we pass on Kenneth Grant or Walter Nolan here, I'm telling you, Farmer, Turner, Robinson, West, Pegues, like all of these guys are quality interior defensive linemen. I just feel like getting Jahdae Barron right here is Man, I think that would be very nice, but they need edge, right? Hendrickson shit, all of that. They need edge. I think Barron would be awesome. Michael Williams feels like an easy pick for Cincinnati. 18, Seattle's on the clock. Every single time, every single mock, Seattle fans tell me, O-line, trenches, interior, please, God, for the love of it all. Now, in the last mock, we traded out of this pick with Baltimore. Baltimore traded up to 18 and took Ted McMillan. Here, we're not going to do that. So if you want interior offensive line, I don't care where these guys, I think Donovan Jackson is so fucking good. Straight up. I think Donovan Jackson is an incredible offensive lineman. You got Josh Simmons here. You want the tackle, you want the guard. They're going to go to center position. McMillan, probably not. Probably not. Let's just go best players available. You do have Barron. Jahad Campbell is here. I'm going Jahad Campbell. After that, we can address O-line later. We could address O-line. We could address O-line later. I think Campbell would be incredible with McDonald. He's off the board. I didn't even look at what y'all said. Tampa Bay, you got sniped. No easy button option for you, Tampa Bay. No Jahad Campbell. He's off the board. Where are we going? What are we doing? It says inside linebacker that just went off the board. Corner, edge, and receiver positions of need. Can Barron go here? I know they got Winfield. Who else do they have in the secondary? Winfield and who else? Winfield and who else? Everybody's saying Tet's falling too far. Dustin's pissed. Wanted Campbell in Tampa. We would take Campbell for sure. Mike Green to Tampa. Campbell would have been perfect. Yeah, it's gone. Make it harder. Pause. Corner DB for Bucks, please. Okay, fine. Easy. Jahdae Barron, gone. Tampa Bay, your buck. No Tet, man. ABC favorites, no Tet. Love the Mimbu pick to the Bears. Barron would be an amazing pick. Tampa Bay, edge or corner. Next team on the clock, the Denver Broncos. Now, it says here are the positions that this mock draft simulator, running back, receiver, and corner are the positions in need. Running back, wide receiver, and corner. We've done Omarion Hampton every time, right? It's been just get to Denver, slam Omarion Hampton. Running back. Now, if you want to say a sneaky Tet spot, here's where I can see Tet coming off the board. This is where I see Tet coming off the board. Okay? You've got Cortland Sutton, Devon Vele, and Marvin Mims. Evan Ingram at tight end. Bo Nix, he's ascending second-year quarterback, but you're not going to call him a marksman out there. But he put the ball in good positions for Cortland Sutton to make plays. You got a field stretcher in Marvin Mims. I think Vele was fine, but they probably can upgrade that second receiver. Could this not be Tet McMillan? Matter of fact, not only is it Tet McMillan, this is Tet McMillan. Denver takes McMillan. He comes off the board at 20. Pittsburgh's on the clock at 21. I want to give him Kenneth Grant. But I also want to give him a running back. Pittsburgh just did it with Najee, right? A couple of years ago. Did they learn their lesson? Not bad, Ray. Maybe grab Johnson in the. That's the thing, Pass Pod. Like, listen, man. All these running backs are incredible. But, and you all know them like I know them, but it's always good to remind the people, right? It's always good. Hampton, Henderson, Judkins, Johnson, Scatterbo. However you feel about that now, I feel the same way. I wasn't expecting a 4-4. I feel the same way. Sampson, Giddens, Tootin, Gordon, Neal, Harvey, Etienne, Hunter, Smith, Martinez, Blue, Sanders, Edwards, Monungai, Woody. Like, come on, man. Like, we're not even at the Montrell Johnson. Like, the running backs are deep. Like, people can run. You don't have to spend premium picks on running backs this year. I know the fantasy footballer in me wants to slam Omarion Hampton here, but I don't think that's the pick. I'm going Kenneth Grant out of Michigan for Pittsburgh. You've got the Chargers on the clock at 22. They brought in Najee Harris. I do not believe that they are going to draft a running back in round 1. I could be totally wrong, and I would love to see Omarion Hampton in LAC. But they brought in Najee, and it's not even the fact that they paid him a lot of money or no. You already got a running back. Get another one in round 3. Get Bichelle Tootin in round 3 and get Damian Martinez in round 4. Use this pick for one of these premium positions that are on the board. I don't know what the other safety next to Derwin James looks like, but Starks would be awesome. You've got Walter Nolan, interior defensive lineman on the board. You can go O-line. Tight end, probably not going to attack that position here, but I mean, hell, even if you wanted to go James Pierce, right? Talk has been Nolan, Grant, Hampton for Pittsburgh. Well, we went Grant right there. They went ahead and went Grant. LAC, we're going to go Walter Nolan. We're going to go Nolan for LAC at 22. Green Bay's on the clock at 23. Corner, wide receiver, edge, D-line, and interior O-line positions of need. Okay. This one is always hit or miss, okay? It's always hit or miss. Tyler Booker, locked for the Chargers. Pitt isn't going running back in round 1. Chargers, Mason Taylor. We're getting to round 2, y'all. We're going to make round 2, all right? We'll make round 2. What's up, AJ? Taj Brooks. D-Bro's talking about those late picks. Derek Harmon pushed. Okay. Okay, Byron is in the chat. I always look for this Packers homer in here. B, my boy Byron is in the chat. He said Derek Harmon pushed the button. Derek Harmon, D-line, interior D-line out of Oregon. He said push the button. Button push. Derek Harmon goes to Green Bay. I'll let him explain that in the chat if he so feels, and he probably will give you a piece of his mind. Derek Harmon at 23. I was going to go look at the corners, but I think I've done that a couple of times, and they're like, no, not in round 1. Hairston, Revel maybe, Thomas potentially. Minnesota's on the clock at 24. This is where I would hope they would trade back, right? Fucking Starks is on the board. Eamon Worry. Zabel. It says corner, safety, and inside linebacker for Minnesota. Why can't they just take Malachi Starks here? Whew, that's what they're going to do. You got Harrison Smith, Malachi Starks. Vikings. Texans are on the clock. Protect Stroud. Any means necessary. It's an easy pick. I'm not looking at anything else. Josh Simmons. LA's on the clock at 26. Okay? LA's on the clock at 26. It says linebacker, corner, O-tackle, interior O-line, safety, tight end. So every damn position every position on the field. Right? All 11 spots on one side of the ball, another 11 on the other. Everything is of need for the Rams. So many good players. D-line, they're pretty good there. They're very good on D-line. Linebacker, they could use some help, but I don't think there's a linebacker here that you're going to take here in round 1. Not at 26. Schwessinger's nice. Demetrius Knight, Chris Paul, good linebackers, not here in round 1. Cornerback, they can absolutely do that. You've got Revel, you've got Harrison, you got Ezra, you've got Amos. That would be the corner that I would select. You could absolutely go corner here and Trey Amos. Safety, this is where I kind of want to go. Is just give me the 6 foot, because they got the safety from Miami last year. Kitchens, he was solid, right? He's more of a deep ball player, I believe. But you get Eamon Worry, who's 6'3", 220, 4'3", 40-yard dash, freak. I like Andrew Makuba a lot. Rams are going to do it. Right now, the Rams take Nick Eamon Worry. Eamon Worry off the board. He's an L.A. Ram. Ravens are on the clock, and they're like, damn, man, we would have taken him, right? Paired him up with Hamilton. You got Raku right here. You got Gray Zabel available, and I know Ravens fans are like, oh, we need O-line. You got Zabel on the board here. Tyler Booker. Donovan Jackson. Where are my Ravens fans at? Where the Ravens at? I'm telling you where I'm at. I am also looking at receiver. I took Ted McMillan to Baltimore. They traded up with Seattle. They took Ted McMillan, and last mile I'm looking at Egbuka, Burden. And they need an outside guy. Shit, they need somebody desperately over 5'7". Anybody over 5'7" they need. And don't give me damn D-Hop at this stage, okay? Makuba ranking is disrespectful. Where we at? JPJ to the Ravens would be nasty. Yeah, man. James Pierce Jr. to Baltimore. Do they have a need on the edge? Corner or O-line to the Rams? I just went safety. Okay. Somebody said 2 of our safeties are free agents next season, so I like it. Okay, cool. Revel to Baltimore, James Pierce, Booker, Zabel, edge, corner. D-Bro, that doesn't help, man. Shit. Hairston for the Ravens, hands down. Ravens, Henderson? Stanley. Hold on, Stanley. You talking about Travion Henderson? I've got 2 picks for cornerback for Baltimore. So for some reason, he does fit well with Henry, but not here, right, Stanley? Not at 27, dog. Come on, man. Stanley. Not at 27, right? Or am I wrong? All right, I'm going James Pierce Jr. I just feel like Baltimore, this just happened. Because here's the thing. If we don't take JPJ here, Detroit will 1,000% take him in this mock. 1,000%. 1,000%. So I'm going to make that happen. So who else did y'all say? Cornerback? All right. Didn't they just take what's his name last year in round 1? He ran a 4.2. Y'all want me to take another corner? All right. Siobhan Revel it is. Let's go. Detroit, Dan Campbell has got a massive dip in his lip, and he is slamming Pierce Jr. into the high heavens. I mean, him and Aiden Hutchinson when healthy, it's going to be nice. It's going to be awesome. And he's going to be able to, contribute in ways until the probably what was going to be Defensive Player of the Year gets healthy. James Pierce Jr. goes to Detroit. Commanders are on the clock at 29. Y'all, what's he say? We're going to do it, man. We're going to do it right here. This is a spot where if I'm the Commanders, I just want Jaden Daniels to succeed. Any means necessary. There are probably 15 positions that we probably should take. And I want to take Omarion Hampton. Didi said you better give the Commander. I want to take Hampton. Why can't I put Hampton with JD5 and let them just, I know Brian Robinson is there. I know he's there. Why can't I take Hampton? This mock is terrible for the Eagles. Yeah, all their Eagles guys are getting sniped. We're not letting that happen. We got no edge, though, just Armstrong. Shh. Okay, so if Didi Dolly is right? If Didi Dolly is like, man, you got to get some damn edge rushers, right? We ain't got nobody. Here's what you got. Just what would you rather have? Would you rather, Didi? Would you rather? Omarion Hampton or Donovan Ezeraku? Omarion Hampton or I'm just looking at the next, Jack Sawyer. Omarion Hampton, let's go edge. Or Princely. Ezeraku's the last one here. Like if you want that explosive edge rusher, Ezeraku's the last one. He's the last one available. Washington has to be able to stop Saquon, priority number 1. Here's the thing. Ezeraku ain't finna stop Saquon. Washington, they need to be like, hey, we just need to score a little more than them. Right? I am. Didi Dolly says Donovan. Nah, man, I'm surprising y'all on draft day. Running back goes off the board. We're not letting Dallas get him. We're not letting the Giants get him at 34. We're going to add this freak of a running back, RPO crazy with Jaden Daniels. Omarion Hampton's going to Washington. Buffalo's on the clock at 30, and they're probably happy, right? Ezeraku's there. Cornerback, you got Trey Amos. I do that every time, and Bills fans fucking hate it. I took Darian Porter. I was told Bills need zone corner. Darian Porter's very good. Darian Porter is very good. Donovan Ezeraku. Andres said, Bills BPA, whatever that is. Best player available is Gray Zabel, in my opinion, or Ezeraku. Amos is also very good. Washington has many other needs. They just picked second overall last year. Yeah, they got a lot of needs, man. But you can't fill them all with one pick, right? That's the thing. You can have a lot of other needs, but you can't fill them all with one pick. Get the superior talent. I mean, this is a player. Omarion Hampton is being mocked inside the top 15, and Washington gets him here. I love it. Amos or Maxwell? All right, let's go cornerback for Buffalo. Let's go Maxwell. Let's go fast, dude. Maxwell Harrison. Kansas City's on the clock at 31. Is this slam Gray Zabel? Look at the needs for Kansas City. D-line, O-tackle, running back, interior O-line, safety, wide receiver, tight end. Porter, Thomas, or Amos to Buffalo. Porter, a good pick, might lock Diggs down. Yeah, I did Porter last pick. Bill's corner's kind of ass. All right, Maxwell, you ran a 4.2. Be good. Egbuka for Kansas City? Over Ezeraku, over Gray Zabel? I don't know. Jason says Connerly. Connerly all day. Definitely not a guard. Okay, fine. Josh Connerly. Have fun with that. Philly's on the clock at 32. What do they need? It says safety, D-line, corner, edge, and interior O-line. Edge, Ezeraku, right? Ezeraku. Man, Connerly to Kansas City. Okay. I can see it. I'm looking at the other yeah, I guess so. Unless you, yeah, all right. Josh Connerly. Yeah, we did that. It's tackle 100%. Rice Egbuka tandem for Patrick is the future. Yeah, I just did. By the time we started to really talk about trades, I didn't want to start doing it and forcing trades for other teams who clearly would have trades too. I'm jizzing relentlessly. Come on, Frank. Come on, man. I mean, I guess it is 10 o'clock at night. Say what you want. Clean up. Connerly has to be a Patriot along with T-Mac. MA football guy, man. We just disappointed your Pats, man. Y'all got Abdul Carter, man. Shit, you got Abdul Carter. I don't want to hear it. Y'all are good. BPA for Philly as usual. They're stacked. It's got to be Scorton. DT for Philly. Philly always D-line. Scorton or Ezeraku? Scorton or Ezeraku? Yeah, Frank. Yeah, thank you. Scorton can work. Thank you. Tell. I don't even know what pick made him do that. I hope it wasn't Josh Connerly. I mean, my goodness. All right, see, we're going to use. I should have trusted my first train of thought. That pick doesn't count because I haven't even announced it. Undo pick. I'm taking Ezeraku. Undid the damn draft. Screw y'all. Donovan Ezeraku, edge rusher. And he's gone in for a top 30 visit. I love it. That was all I needed to see. Thank you, A. The Eagles still get a steal down here at 32. Let's recap the round. Let's recap the mock. Cam Ward went 1. Shedeur, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter went 4, and Tyler Warren went 5th. Ashton Jeanty went to the Raiders. Will Campbell to the Jets. Jalen Walker to the Panthers. Mason Graham and then Armand Membu round out your top 10. Mike Green to the Niners. Will Johnson to the Cowboys. Know a lot of Cowboys fans, man. I like it. I love it. Kelvin Banks, 13 to the Dolphins. Colston Loveland, 14 to the Colts. Shamar Stewart to the Falcons. Matthew Golden to the Arizona Cardinals. A new player and a new team. Have not mocked that yet. Shout out to D-Bro in the chat for that one. Michael Williams at 17 to Cincy. 18, Jahad Campbell. Jahdae Barron to the Bucks. Just, yeah, I love it. Ted McMillan goes 20th to Denver. Kenneth Grant, 21. Walter Nolan, 22. Derek Harmon went 23. Malachi Starks, 24. Josh Simmons, 25. Eben Worry, safety out of South Carolina, goes to the Rams. Siobhan Revel goes to Baltimore. James Pierce Jr. to Detroit. Omarion Hampton to Washington. Maxwell Harrison to the Bills. Josh Connerly and Donovan Ezeraku round out round 1. Cleveland's on the clock at 33. And what don't they need? A quarterback, because they drafted Shedeur Sanders in round 1. So this is the fun shit, right? Once you get to round 2, y'all, this is where it gets fun, right? What do? Do we want to protect Shedeur or give him a weapon? If we want to give him a weapon, I'm taking Luther Burden here. I think he would fit very well with Shedeur. I think Luther Burden would fit very well with Shedeur. I mean, so would Emeka. Emeka is incredible as well. But are we protecting your franchise quarterback, or are you giving him a weapon? I'm going to let that sit for a minute. What we got, chat? What we got? Topo Chico out the bottle just don't hit the same, man. Out of plastic bottle, it just does not. It is not the same as Topo Chico out of glass bottle at all. Burden was a top 3 receiver a year ago, now a second rounder. Crazy work. Cleveland Alexander, okay? He's saying D-line. Packers trade up for Egbuka here. Okay. We can do it. If y'all want to do some trades here, we can do it in round 2. Egbuka to Cleveland? I think so too, D-bro. This is Luther Burden. For the sake of the mock and fun, Henderson or Scorton, please. I got a gin and tonic for you, man. Pass pod, man. Hook me up. I don't want Egbuka to die with the Browns. They got Shedeur. Browns fans, we need weapons. I think Cleveland should take Booker. All right. D-bro, come on, dude. Boo this man. Never Burden hashtag. Stop it. But this did sell me. Jason's comment sold me. Keep Egbuka in Ohio. Let's go, Shedeur. Emeka Egbuka, you are a Cleveland Brown. What a pick. So they go Shedeur, then they go Emeka. The Giants are on the clock at 34. Remember, the Giants in round 1, they took, who'd they take? Travis Hunter. They took Travis Hunter in round 1. So, you got to get a quarterback, right? Jackson Dart, I know it didn't happen in round 1, I know. But right here is fine for Jackson Dart. I think that's an easy pick. Jackson Dart goes there at 34. Now, I'm just going to make the pick. The executive call. Again, same philosophy that we had with Cleveland. Get your young quarterback, Cam Ward, a weapon. And God knows the Tennessee Titans need weapons. I think Luther Burden here would be a pick, or we can do some safe shit, right, and go O-line. You've got Tyler Booker. You've got Donovan Jackson. They probably need somebody on the defensive side of the ball, but not over these guys, right? Jason says Shedeur is still running for his life. That's all right. That's why they draft him. They draft him because he's used to it. And then Cleveland's got a couple of, what they got? 1 pick in the 3rd. Yeah, and go O-line in the 3rd. Somebody will be there. What are we doing with Tennessee? Looking at the chat. Dart to O-line. Jamal says O-line. I don't see Egbuka falling that far. I mean, here's the thing, right? Realistically, he's mocked in this range. Emeka Egbuka is being mocked in the draft. Most mocks, 26 to, like, he's right there within a 10-pick range, right? Diddy, that's what I'm saying. Diddy said F it, Burden. Higgins to Tennessee. D-Bro is saying Jaden Higgins to Tennessee. O-line. Stanley is saying, I've seen 3 people say O-line. We're taking O-line. Gray Zabel. Gray Zabel goes to Tennessee. Jacksonville's on the clock at 36. I think it's smart. As much as I want to put a receiver in Tennessee, protect Cam Ward. What they do? Peter Skoronski a couple of years ago, they took Alabama kid. That's why we didn't go Alabama again. They took the Alabama kid, didn't they? Last year? Not Chance Warmack. What's his damn name? Why do I want to? They did take a Chance Warmack one year. 36, Jacksonville's on the clock. Who'd they take in round 1? Tyler Warren. Jacksonville went Tyler Warren in round 1. They're going cornerback in round 2. You could go Scorton and D-line. They're going cornerback. Trey Amos off the board. Bam, you're a Jag. Raiders on the clock at 37. They went Ashton Genty in round 1. Receiver, cornerback, safety, O-tackle, and interior O-line. Still positions of need for the Raiders. I honestly don't know. Part of me, initial, like just gut feel looking at the board for the Raiders, they went Ashton Genty, pick 6. Gut reaction is Ezariah Thomas or Donovan Jackson. That's where I'm at. Ezariah Thomas and Donovan Jackson. That's where my R's are. 38 and 40 for the Raiders. No quarterback. We're not doing no damn Tyler Shuck here. No Jalen Milroe. We're not wasting picks. Not yet. Not willingly. We probably have wasted some unknowingly, but I'm not going to knowingly walk on the oncoming traffic. We're not doing Tyler. Spare me the Tyler Shuck stuff. Like, stop it. Stop. Higgins is a dog. Donovan Jackson to LV. See what I'm saying, man? Higgins, we need an X. See what I'm saying? Donovan, see, DJ. Okay, completely unrelated. Y'all. I don't know why, but I just went and watched like old Deshaun Jackson film. My God, dude. I mean, how good was he? From Cal to fit, like Deshaun Jackson, one of the most underrated wide receivers in NFL history. Fucking incredible, man. And he was like a toothpick coming out of Cal. He wore big shoulder pads, but he wasn't big. I like Jackson next to JPP. That's what I'm saying. Man. Jason, that's what we're doing. Donovan Jackson, let's go. Let's just trenches. And now, here's what else you've done. You're talking about, get the O-lineman to protect Geno. Let's open up some fucking holes for Ashton Genty. You telling me the interior O-line is stank? Let's open up some holes for Ashton Genty. Donovan Jackson, you're a Raider. Pats are on the clock, and they didn't get Ted McMillan, but they are sprinting to the podium to draft Luther Burden out of Missouri. Drake May, when he had Josh Downs in his true sophomore season, they were both incredible. Drake May and Josh Downs, outstanding. Get him a slot. I know Pop Douglas is there. Watch out. Luther Burden is coming into town. Get Drake May a weapon. Luther Burden, you are a New England Patriot at pick 38, and the Bears are on the clock at 39. They win Armand Mimbu in round 1. And don't forget the Bears have another pick here at 41. So the rich get richer. What do the Bears need? An easy pick has been Travion Henderson every time, right? I like Xavier Watts. What else do the Bears need? I mean, probably not another offensive line. It's probably overkill to take Tyler Booker here. Ezariah Thomas, I think they got 3 good corners. I think Chicago's okay at corner. What do the Bears need here? Don't tell me Henderson. Give me even if it's Henderson, give me another name. Give me somebody else, even if it's Henderson. Bears take Essery? Bears DB? Shit. Pat's Podcast. Why did I not go to Pat's Podcast? Hold on, we haven't made the pick yet. If I need to go back, I can. Pat's Podcast said Patriots would definitely be looking long and hard at Essery here with the way the board is shaking out. Burden and Higgins are interesting, though. Okay, well, I went with one of them. No undo yet. I feel like I'm cheating when I use that, but sometimes it's necessary. That's a lot of Ohio State. I know. Judkins, Caleb Johnson, Booker, Xavier Watts. Okay. Who's the Bears safety? What's the safety room at? I don't mind the Xavier Watts pick here. Take the easy pick at running back. Didi said just take the damn easy pick at running back. Ewers. All right, get out of here, Swim. He said Ewers. I have in my full fucking total transparency in my grading thing, Quinshon Judkins came out higher just by a tad over Henderson and Caleb Johnson in my grading scale. I personally like Caleb Johnson. I feel like I like him a little bit more than Judkins, but they're in the same tier, man. So if we're just going running back, we'll go Judkins here. Let's get Ben Johnson. You know, I know everyone gets Gibbs is different, right? Let's just start with that. Travion Henderson is not Jahmyr Gibbs. Travion Henderson is not Jahmyr Gibbs. He is an awesome running back, but Gibbs He's closer to one of one than Travion Henderson is, okay? He just is. He is. That's the reality. So while he might be able to occupy the same type of role, he's not the same player, whereas I think Quinshon Judkins, as a player and as a prospect, is better than David Montgomery, who in that offense, he was a part of the engine that made that thing go. Yes, Gibbs was the home run hitter. He's the more dynamic back. But I think Judkins here could work. I'll also say that I think Chicago could literally just wait on running back. They don't even have to take one here. Like I would just, if it were me, I would just wait. There you go. Sharkbait said RB can wait. I love Dan Martinez in the fourth. I agree, man. I agree. Where's that? What did I have the pause on? We're going Judkins. You could do it, but we'll go Judkins. We'll go Judkins. Saints are on the clock at 40. They went Mason Graham in round 1. Nice work for the Saints. Mason Graham in round 1 for the Saints. Cornerback, they lost Marshawn Lattimore. O-tackle, Ursary here. Azariah is still there. Wide receiver. What receivers are there? We haven't even looked at that. Ugh. Got Higgins, Harris, Besh, Aomanor, Bond, Noel. Still some quality receivers here. Higgins? Higgins in the... Jaden Higgins, you're a Saint. I like it. I actually like it. Olave, when Shaheed is right, field stretcher. Get them a big body guy. Jaden Higgins can play. Jaden Higgins to New Orleans. Chicago's back up. Judkins comes off the board. Higgins comes off the board. The Bears are back up. Who did y'all say to get with the Bears? Xavier Watts? Cool. Done. Watts, 41 to the Bears. The Jets are on the clock at 42. I have no clue who we took for the Jets in round 1. Will Campbell. Will Campbell went to the Jets in round 1. What do they need in round 2? Another corner? Opposite Sauce? They lost DJ Reed, right? And when Will Campbell, you got Ezra Thomas, they just said, the hell with Justin Fields, right? Shit, throw the ball to Alan Lazard and Malachi Corley. Garrett Wilson, of course, but they lost Conklin. Who's the damn tight end in the Jets? Who's the tight end? Got Mason Taylor, Elijah Arroyo here. Tyler Booker sliding, Bears Booker. Higgins complements that wide receiver room well. Jets need corner. Okay, thank you, DD. Jets, Mason Taylor. I said that. Stanley. But I think after losing Reed, you got to get somebody next to Sauce, right? Corners are still nice. You got Porter, Thomas, Ben Morris. Man, it's just good. Ezra Thomas is off the board, so I can stop talking about him. And San Francisco won't take him here. 43, Frisco's on the clock. San Francisco's on the clock. Who they taking round 1? Mike Green. They went edge in round 1. What do the Niners do here? Start thinking about, you don't need to think about Dallas. I got that covered. You don't need to think about Indianapolis. We got them. Start thinking about like Miami and Cincinnati. Who do y'all need here at 43? I feel like Tyler Booker, you just take the guard, right? They addressed the trenches on the defensive side. You get a compliment to Nick Bosa right here. And I don't know if interior O-line is what San Francisco needs or offensive tackle. But Booker sliding, like it feels like it's got to stop at some point, right? 49ers, Booker. Okay, everybody's saying Booker. Booker. Okay, let's do it. Nice pick. Nick Gordon is here for Dallas. I like him, but I kind of don't want him. I don't want to pick him here. I want to pick a running back for Dallas. Dallas in round 1 took Will Johnson. They went corner. So there's still significant need at pass rusher. O-line, I'm not as concerned about in Dallas. I mean, it's a little concerning. Running back is quite concerning. Quite. Now, they did bring in Miles Sanders, and who else did they bring in? Who else did Dallas get? I don't even know. This is my squad. It was somebody unattractive. Javonte Williams. Yeah, this is 1,000% Travion Henderson. You got 2 slugs back there. You know? You got 2 fucking snails in the backfield. Get some speed. Travion, this is Dallas's pick. It's Henderson. 100%. Henderson. Rod Smith. Yes, let's go. Ray wants I do. Pat's Pod said Ray wants Caleb Johnson so bad. I did, but we went Hendo, man. Dallas needs a receiver. They'll go receiver in round 3. Dallas is, you got CeeDee Lamb. When you have CeeDee Lamb, in my opinion, they need somebody, but give me Henderson here. 45, Colts are on the clock. Colts are on the clock. Who'd they take? Colston Loveland? They took Colston Loveland in round 1. Yeah, I think the Colts took Colston Loveland in round 1. Let's double check before I do something crazy. Yep, they went tight end in round 1, which this is why I don't like doing that. You get here to round 2, Taylor, Arroyo, Ferg, you know? You really don't have to do that shit in round 1. You don't have to. Colts, what do they need? Edge rushers? Corners? It says interior O-line, linebacker, and edge. Let's go edge. Now, I wish we could multi-filter here. You know, put 2 at a time. Jack Sawyer, best available here. You got Braden Swenson available. Princely Human Marlin. Femi Oladejo. Interior O-line, what we got? Marcus Bose, Savanaya, Charles Grant, Jared Wilson, Tate Ratledge. Linebacker's still nice. You got Schlesinger. He kind of feels like a Colts linebacker. Carson Schlesinger. Mason Taylor, Robert Smith. Yeah, Robert Smith. Rod Smith was in Dallas, though. He wore number 45. Interior D-line for the Colts. Anybody that says that, they know what they're talking about. Interior D-line, let's do it. Nick Scordon. Bam. I know he's edge D-line. I know. We could work with it, right? It would have been Talik if he didn't have the knee thing. Could have been Darius Alexander as well. Atlanta at 46. I think who do we give Atlanta in round 1? Shamar Stewart in round 1 for Atlanta. Falcons fans have told me safety should not be off the board, so I'm just looking. Andrew Makuba feels kind of high. It feels kind of high, but I still think he's very good. Carson Schlesinger here. Can they go more edge? Jack Sawyer? Shamar Stewart, Jack Sawyer? Carter? Good pick next to Buckner, Schlesinger, JTT, Milrow. They just drafted Latu. Good pick next to Brinson Buckner. I like Carter. ATL, another pass rusher. They just need pass rush, right? Gentry saying Schlesinger. I'm thinking linebacker too. Bear Carter is nice. Bear Carter's good, Stanley. We're going to go Carson Schlesinger here for Atlanta. The Cardinals are on the clock at 47. And then remember in round 1, Falcons need a real tight end. Oh, man. Come on, DD. Don't do that. Don't you do that. Don't give up on Pitts yet. It's been like 6 years. Don't give up on Pitts yet. Arizona went Matthew Golden in round 1. Field stretch and receiver because Miata Marv couldn't get it done last year by himself. So they had to go get somebody else in round 1. You know what? You just got to fucking do it, right? You draft Jalen Reagor 1 year. The very next year, you draft Devontae Smith. You just do it until you get it right. 47. Where did the Cardinals go? Protect Kyler? We gave him a damn receiver. Can he throw it to him? A said they need that. That linebacker room is cheeks. Does Kyler even have time to throw the ball to the 17 weapons he has now? Got Golden, he's got Marv, he's got McBride. Matthew, Marv, and McBride. The M3 and Murray, M4. Can he even get it to him? Serious question. Ben Morrison here, cornerback for Atlanta, for Carolina. I'm calling the damn Cardinals everything but Arizona. All right, Stanley. Alexander. D-line. Interior D-line. It says interior O-line. All right, Darius Alexander it is. Darius Alexander's the Cardinals. Not enough Cardinals fans in. They don't give a shit. Miami's on the clock at 48. Round one. I think the Dolphins went tackle. I think we went Kelvin Banks. Yeah, Kelvin Banks. Protect Tua. Kelvin Banks went 13th to Miami. So right here, Dolphins. Just draft Caleb Johnson. Isaiah Bond, Jalen Noel. What do the Dolphins need here? Where's corner at? Let's go look at the DBs. We haven't looked at the corner position in a while. Ben Morrison and Darian Porter. I kind of want to give him Darian Porter. Mason Taylor, huh? Get that family lineage. Dolphins need D-line. Trust. Okay. D-line? Yeah, they did lose Christian Wilkins, right? What happened to Tyleik Williams, man? Before I make this pick, what happened to Tyleik Williams? I know he went down at his pro day. Was it okay? I'm going to make Tyleik Williams pick right here because I've mocked him in the first round multiple times. If y'all come back before Cincy picks and is like, dude, he tore his ACL, we'll undo it and give him Landon Jackson or somebody else. But if Tyleik Williams is right, he's coming off the board. He's coming off the board. Since he's on the clock at 49, round one, the Bengals took Mykel Williams. I've been told cornerback. They can do that. You got Benjamin. Here's what I've been told from people that know the Bengals. Whoever their damn defensive coordinator is going to draft a Notre Dame. I guess he came from Notre Dame. They draft a lot of fucking Notre Dame defensive players. And I believe Cincinnati needs a cornerback. So here we go. Ben Morrison, you are a Bengal. And everyone is saying Tyleik, it was just a cramp. Okay, cool. Personal bodyguard for Tua. Come on, man. 50, Seattle's on the clock. I believe we went Jahad Campbell in round one for Seattle. Yeah, 18 went Jahad Campbell. I know trenches is a big need. So you've got Marcus Bowe, guard out of Purdue, Jonas Savaiinaea, guard out of Arizona, or you could take Ariante Ursary out of Minnesota, but he's more of O-tackle. Jack Sawyer, Cincinnati. Hawks need Harris or A.O. Manor. Really? Jason, y'all want to? You got Cup and JSN. Why not a tight end? Arroyo. I think right here for Seattle, we're gonna do Tate Ratledge, Jonas Savaiinaea. We're going to go guard. We're going to take Jonas Savaiinaea. Denver's on the clock at 51. Denver in round one. They took Tetairoa McMillan. And right here, Sean Payton's, I need a running back. They draft Caleb Johnson at 51 in round two. Seattle's back on the clock. We already went interior O-line for the Seahawks. Seahawks fans say they don't use the tight ends. You said Seahawks O-line second round. Yep, we did it. We went Savaiinaea at 50. We can go Essery if you want here as well. I like A.J. Barner, man. Daniel, I think A.J. Barner's fine. I think A.J. Barner's fine. You're right. A.J. Barner's fine. And they got Fant. So right here, Seattle, do you want to double tap O-line? You want to double tap O-line? Ariante here? And make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button. If you're watching this damn stream, hit the thumbs up button. For real. It's a bunch of y'all in here. Hit that and pull up tomorrow morning. Wake up with me and Jay Ridge, 9 a.m. We're talking about it all. Fun show. If you haven't tapped in, we have a good time. Me and Jay Rich have a good time. Pull up tomorrow morning, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hawks, what are we doing here? Milrow. DD. You dirty dog. How mad would this make Hawks fans? But I don't hate it. I kind of don't hate it. Who's behind? Here's why we're not going to do it. They got Sam Howell there, okay? They got Sam Howell there. QBs that are left are not good. Got Milrow and Quinn. I'm not saying Sam Howell's the future, but I would trust him as the backup before Jalen Milroe. So you're not playing him. You're just not playing him, right? Come on, Hawks. What? I really, Ayo Manor it is. You said you need a receiver. There you go. You went O-line, Jonah Sevenaya. Then you stayed in the Pac-12 and got Elick Ayo Manor. Sandwiched in between that, the Broncos at 51. Took Caleb Johnson, running back out of Iowa. I think he would smash in Denver. Like, think about how tooled up that Denver O is. Their offensive line was already nasty. You had Caleb Johnson in the backfield. We gave him Tet McMillan along with Cortland Sutton. Bo Nix year 2. Let's go. Tampa Bay at 53. Tampa Bay on the clock at 53. Corner, edge, receiver. What's the receivers look like? Trey Harris, Isaiah Bond, Jalen Knoll. Okay. Corners. Who did we give Tampa? What did Tampa Bay take round 1? I think they took Jahdae Barron. Yeah, Tampa Bay got Jahdae Barron round 1. Jahdae Barron goes to Tampa in round 1, so we've addressed corner. Inside linebacker. Schlesinger would have been nice, but he's not there. Darian Porter is still there. Ooh-wee. I can't do it. 2 corners? 2 corners? Darnold has 1 year and out. Darnold sees goals. No Milroe. Hell no to Milroe. I think that's a good pick, Ray and Jay. Had to step out. 4-month-old lost her shit. Oh, man. Bond to steal in the second. Porter to Tampa. I know. Tampa needs a linebacker. They did lose. Didn't they lose? They brought back one of them, but they just lost Cat that signed with the Raiders, right? Cat that signed with the Raiders. Damn, Devin White. Is that his name? Demetrius Knight? Screw the number here. Screw what the ranking is. Like, Demetrius Knight's probably a day 2 player. Corner, a big need for Tampa. I don't see wide receiver. We went Jahdae Barron with Tampa in round 1. You want Darian Porter in round 2? 2 corners? We're not doing that. I'm not doing that. Demetrius Knight. Okay, you want an inside linebacker? There you go. Green Bay on the clock at 54. Round 1, they went Derek Harmon, D-line. Now, I've been told, again, Green Bay's got this athletic profile, certain types. Dude, Darian Porter, 6'2", runs a 4.3, can fly, great in zone coverage. They need a cornerback. You're in a division that you got a bunch of fast receivers in Detroit and Minnesota and Chicago. Darian Porter, you're a Packer. Chargers on the clock at 55. In round 1, they did the smart, responsible thing. They went D-line, addressed the trenches. Right here, Chargers fans, I got you covered, baby. I got you covered. Now, I know Mason Taylor's great, but, man, you could wait. All right, Byron said Trey Harris would have been the pick. Fuck. Or Porter. Okay, fine. No, fine, cool. There it is. Chargers, they're going Mason Taylor. Get Justin Herbert a tight end for the love of God. Tight end 3 is off the board. Mason Taylor's incredible. Buffalo's up for one of their 2 second-round picks. I got 2 of these joints, man. How the hell do Bills get 2 second-rounders? They went Maxwell Harrison in round 1. Now, Bills fans say they need a receiver. I personally feel like Trey Harris and Keon Coleman are like redundant assets, but I'm going to let Bills fans talk to me. You know, I want Jalen Knoll, you know? Knoll. I still like Isaiah Bond, too. He had a down year. He's not a first-round guy. I'm telling you right now, I'm probably going to jam Bond to Carolina. I'm probably going to do it. They don't need tight ends. What am I doing? Edge for Bills. You got Jack Sawyer, Braden Swinson. You got Landon Jackson. Landon Jackson's fallen as well. Alfred Collins, Omar Norman Lott, probably a little too early in round 2. Do you need to protect Josh Allen? I'm sure you always could protect Josh Allen. Arroyo Taylor? No, D-bro. I got to get you on the show. Taylor Arroyo. I just said that Bills need O-line help to protect Allen. Do they, though? I mean, shit, it's Josh Allen. Do you just take Essery here? DT, big boy in need. DT, big boy in need. What D tackles are available? All right, we got to make a play. We got to make a pick here, Buffalo. D tackle, D tackle, D tackle. Landon Jackson's not an edge, but he's also not a D tackle. Alfred Collins. I love him out of Texas. You need a big D tackle. Alfred Collins is your boy. He's going to Buffalo with the first of 2 first-rounders. Carolina, what did we give Bryce? We didn't give Bryce a pass catcher. We went Jalen Walker in round 1. Bryce Young, we're going to help you out here. It's not Trey Harris. It's not Jack Besh. I want to jam Isaiah Bond. I want to jam Isaiah Bond in here, but I'd be crazy because I have Jalen Noel graded as a top 5 receiver in this class. Jalen Noel brings speed, dynamism, a downfield element to this offense with Bryce. I love it, and I believe he's got a top 30 visit with the Panthers, so that is a very real scenario that we could see play out. Houston is on the clock at 58. I know a lot of people are like they need a pass catcher. They did bring in Christian Kirk. Just saying, they did bring in Christian Kirk. You've got Nico Collins. Here's where I'm going to take Isaiah Bond. Isaiah Bond going to Houston to play with C.J. Stroud. I like it with Nico Collins and Christian Kirk. Isaiah Bond is a Texan. The Ravens are on the clock at 59 in round 1. They went Siobhan Revel, cornerback. Essery is still here, and I just don't know how we don't just take one of the best remaining offensive linemen available. I feel like Higgins is off the board. Higgins is off the board, Stiley. Higgins is off the board. I think you just got to go O-line. I think Essery to Baltimore right here. We did it. Essery goes to Baltimore. The Lions in round 1 took JPJ, James Pierce Jr., edge out of Tennessee. What's I don't know. Detroit says edge, interior O-line, and D-line. D-line, you got Landon Jackson, but we've already addressed that with James Pierce. Edge, you can go Braden Swinson, JTT, Jack Sawyer, Princely. I did see one where receiver was a position of need for the Lions. I feel like Jack Besh would be a Lion. Like, he's a Lion-type receiver, right? Now, you good? You good, Stiley? You good? They just brought back Tim Patrick, though, right? I know it's just Tim Patrick, but you got J-Mo. You've got Amon-Ra. Jack Besh would be a dope fucking Lion, though. I'll just say that. Kyle Williams also getting some buzz of late. Princely, Human Milan, you want to double up on edge? Princely over JTT? Princely wasn't even... We've addressed it with JPP. Besh to the Commanders. Okay, Jason is saying Besh to the Commanders. We gave the Commanders offense in round 1, so we probably got to go D-line here in round 2. But this is the point, right? This is the point. They need corner, don't they? Dorian, no, I don't want to. Kamara. Yeah, we're going to go edge for the Commanders. I promise you, we'll go edge for the Commanders. We're going edge. I promise you. I promise you. We're going edge. Lions, I'm going to make the pick. Jack Besh, you're going to Detroit. I don't feel great about this one. PFF said they need another receiver. So there you go. Jack Besh fits. Washington needs an edge. Washington. Lions are stacked. Just take BPA. Okay. Commanders need edge, please. Swinson or Stewart? I want Braden Swinson. I would take the shot with him. Edge out of LSU. JTT is also available. You've got Jack Sawyer, but Braden Swinson is who we're taking for the Commanders. Edge out of LSU. Buffalo is back on the clock. They went Alfred Collins at 56 in round 1. Don't forget, the Buffalo Bills also went Maxwell Harrison, so they are loading up defense. Their first 2 picks for Buffalo. What do we do here? They went D-line. We've got Buffalo. O-line. Essery's off the board. Trey Harris. Corner. We want another damn corner. They got Maxwell. Redskins will get everything with the trade down. Besh equals Ladd McConkey. I don't think you gave Pierce to the Lions. Yeah, I did. At 28. James Pierce. Right here, Chris. Pierce fell to the Lions. 28. Buffalo's on the clock. Safety or edge for Bills? Let's go this. Oh, Anthony. Hold up. There's a safety on the board, right? There's a safety on the board that we talked about earlier. It's still there. Andrew Makuba's still on the board. Can we get Makuba in buff? This would be nice. I think that's the pick. I'm not even going to wait for the chat. I'm going to put it in, and hopefully y'all are pleased with this one. Buffalo with their second, man, they have gone Maxwell Harrison, Alfred Collins, and then Andrew Makuba at 62. Andrew Makuba, safety out of Texas. There we go. Kansas City's on the clock at 63. Kansas City is on the clock at 63. I want to give him Elijah Arroyo real bad. I want to give him Elijah Arroyo real bad. I also kind of want to give him a running back. Like, they went Josh Connolly in round 1. They went tackle. Can we? Andres said, load up on the defensive side of the ball. Why can't I give them somebody fun? Doesn't Kansas City need a tight end? And don't give me Noah Gray. I know they gave him a contract, but Williams? What Williams? Noah Williams? There's just too many good players for them. You got to take Landon Jackson here, right? There's JTT is still available. That Hyde-Boyer combo was nasty, yeah. I think that safety is nasty. Scattaboo to Kansas City. Oh, 4-6, 4-7 Scat Pack to Kansas City. Marcus Bowe needs to come off the board. The chat is calling for the Scat Pack. Man, let's do it. They need a back. Good Lord, man. And here's the thing. He is a very good pass catcher. Excellent pass catcher. One of the best pass catching running backs in this class. And they pick again in 3 picks. This is what it's called a fuck it pick, right? Like, we want this guy. I feel like if I had to put money on a player landing on a team, feels like outside of, like, Cam Ward to Tennessee, it feels like Scattaboo to Kansas City. They tried it last year with that one Carson Steele. Scattaboo's better than Carson Steele. This pick is either going to be glorious or awful, and it won't matter because it's 63. Philly's on the clock at 64, and who they take in round 1? Donovan Ezeraku. Why they need him, I don't know, but they took Ezeraku. They're great. They just get players to fall to them at all times. Cornerback, safety, positions of need. You got Dorian Strong still available. Makuba's off the board. Would have been a nice safety pick. Winston Jr., a lot of people pumping him up of late. See what edge is available. JTT and Newman Milan still available. Interior D-line, TJ Sanders, Jordan Birch, Omar Norman Lott, Josh Farmer, Dayon Walker, Landon Jackson. Either Arroyo. Eagles need a backup for Barkley. Every pick matters, Ray. I know. It does. I know. Either Arroyo or Winston for the Birds. TJ Sanders or Terrence Ferguson. Eagles had formal meetings with both at the Combine. Hold on, I like this. Eagles had formal meetings with both at the Combine. Prefer Sanders, tight end classes. Deep. Another just sharp comment. I very much agree with this. TJ Sanders. That's what I was thinking. That Milton Williams is gone. You need a true interior defensive lineman. Walker is a space eater, but here's the thing. They've already got one with Jordan Davis. I think Sanders offers a little more quickness there. Farmer's another big space-eating defensive lineman. I think TJ Sanders is the play. Philly takes Sanders at 64. There it is. Philly takes TJ Sanders. Cam Scattaboo went 63. Makuba, Braden Swinson, Jack Besh, the final 5 picks in round 2. Let's recap round 2 quickly. Egbuka, he goes to Cleveland to help Shedeur. Jackson Dart goes 34th overall. Paired up with Travis Hunter. I kind of like that in New York. Gray Zabel protecting Cam Ward at 35. Trey Amos going to play DB in Jacksonville. Donovan Jackson open up the holes with Powers Jackson, the interior offensive lineman that the Raiders got last year. They got Donovan Jackson now for Genty. Luther Burden at 38 for Drake May. You got Quinshawn going to Chicago. Jaden Higgins going to New Orleans. Xavier Watts also going to Chicago at 41. Ezariah Thomas, 42 to the Jets. Tyler Booker falls to 43. San Francisco gets a good one there. Dallas gets Hendo. Travion Henderson out of Ohio State at 44. Nick Scordon, 45. Carson Schlesinger to the Falcons at 46. Darius Alexander, 47 to the Cards. Talik Williams goes to Miami at 48. Ben Morrison to Cincy at 49. And Jonas Savaiinaea, 50 to the Seahawks. Caleb Johnson, 51 to Denver. Elick Eomanor, 52 to Seattle. Demetrius Knight, 53 to Tampa Bay. Darian Porter to Green Bay. Mason Taylor to the Chargers at 55. Alfred Collins, 56 to Buffalo. Jalen Noel, 57 to the Panthers. Isaiah Bond, 58 to Houston. And the final 6 picks were Ariante Essery out of Minnesota going to Baltimore. Jack Besh, receiver TCU, going to Detroit. Braden Swinson, edge to Washington. Andrew Makuba to Buffalo. Cam Scattaboo, the Scat Pack, 63 to Kansas City. And TJ Sanders, 64 to Philly. And look at the players still. I mean, I know. Wait, so I just want to do this because of the first 3 picks. So think about this. The Giants took Jackson Dart at 34, Travis Hunter at 3. And if they did need another receiver, I mean, you've got his guy Trey Harris. You've got Elijah Arroyo there. Kansas City can go Arroyo. I mean, 67. The Raiders at 68. Man, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I want to make picks, but we're not going to do it. 2 rounds in the books between YouTube and X. I got 1,700 in the building. Hit the thumbs up button. Like this stream. Like the content on the channel. This was a fun exercise. Nah, Jason said, fuck it, 3 rounds. Man, I got kids I got to get up in the morning, man, and I got to wake up in the morning to do the show, and y'all better wake y'all ass up with me and Jay Rich. Again, wake up, me and Jay Rich tomorrow morning. We are back to 3 days per week, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a good time. Make sure you join in with the people. Appreciate y'all pulling up tonight. 2-round NFL mock draft. We are less than a month away, so we don't got many more of these left. Let's have fun. Let's engage. Hoodies up, hoodies on. I love y'all. See y'all in the morning, and we'll do this again later on in the week. Appreciate y'all being in the building. Hit the thumbs up button, comment below. See y'all soon. I'm out. Peace.